Splash just dropped a massive update for Doors called the Content Update. This is the biggest update since Doors Floor 2, but literally nobody on YouTube is covering it properly. For some reason, everyone is just hacking wrong or not using a voiceover, so I'm here to give you the straight facts using a voiceover to cover all of Doors, new entities, modifiers, boss fights, and overall changes.
I'm gonna talk about all the new badges too.
At the end of the video, I'm gonna talk about a whole bunch of fake news that you guys have been eating up like candy. There's also timestamps if you want to skip ahead to specific things. First up, Louie. While you're going through the mines, you might see this little burrow in the wall. If you drop an item in front of it, a dirty little rat bat, a cute little guy, will walk out and steal your shit. What the fuck? He just yoinked my shit. Louie is kind of like the sea bunnies in Pressure. He'll swap whatever you give him with something else. What he gives you depends on what you give him, so better items mean better drops. Louie will also stop trading with you after he drops 2 items, if that makes any sense. Furthermore, a lot of new items can only be obtained through Louie, like the bread, cheese, and green soda, which if you drink it, will give you an achievement. You can also give Louie a crucifix, which will give you a bunch of different items, but he'll stop spawning for the rest of the game. You will pay for your greed in the depths of hell. Louie is really not that rare, so if you pay attention while you play, you'll probably see him at least once per run. The most I've seen him was 3 times in the same run. Moving on, we've got Sally. This thing that's been creeping in the window since the game came out is Sally, apparently. Essentially, while you're in the hotel, Sally has a chance to bust through the window like the FBI and jump scare you for 2/3 of your current health. If you're holding an item, or if there's one on the ground between you and Sally, she'll stop to pick up the item and play with it. Drop all your stuff! This is a stink up, brother! Yo, chill! What the fuck? A crucifix will kill her like any other entity, but remember, she cannot kill you. She can only take some of your HP. Also, she's supposed to be really rare, but I don't know. I encountered her on my first run, so. Finally, there are 3 more super rare glitched entities that were added with the content update. Glitched Rush, Glitched Ambush, and Glitched Screech. From my understanding, during your runs, it's possible to find this glitched cube, which will spawn one of the 3 glitched entities. Apart from the fact that they look different, Glitched Rush is supposedly the same as normal rush, and Glitched Ambush is supposedly the same as normal ambush. However, Glitched Screech will spawn a whole bunch of Screech around you that will hurt you if you don't look at them all in time. I have not encountered a single one of these guys, so this one is pretty rare, but there are a lot of guides on YouTube explaining how to get the glitched cube and encounter these glitched enemies, if you are curious. Excluding the glitched cube, there are a total of 5 new items. You can get bread and cheese by trading with Louie. It heals you about this much HP. Green soda, not green soda, green soda, is also courtesy of the dirty rat. It heals you, speeds you up, and turns everything green for some reason. If you drink more than one, it does not make things more green. I tried. Smoothie. This is an item that you can now find in the updated hotel cellars. It heals you when you drink it. Moonlight Float. If you put a smoothie in a rift, it makes a moonlight float. This item can help you see through walls and temporarily helps guide you through the game. Kind of like that guidance candy that was in the Haunt event. There are a lot of new badges that were added with this update. 19 to be exact. I'm gonna go through them all really fast. Improvise. Put a lockpick in the generator instead of a fuse. Trade offer. Trade with Louie. You finally turn green. Drink Louie's green soda. Scammed. Crucify Louie. Playtime. Give Sally an item. Playtime's over. Crucify Sally. Trial and error. Survive an activated glitch fragment. Rocky Road. Beat the mines with a 50% bonus using modifiers. A hard place. Beat the mines with a 150% bonus using modifiers. Under new management. Crucify Hyde. Bug Zapper. Crucify Timothy. Queen's Gambit. Crucify the Queen Grumble. Lost in the Dark. Crucify the Void. Red Light. Crucify Blitz. Lookman No Looking. Crucify Lookman. Time Out. Crucify Haste. Red Mist. Crucify A60. Stop right there. Crucify A90. Grin Reaper. Crucify A20. So now you're wondering,
Bill, how do I crucify the backdoor entities if there's no crucifixes in the back rooms?
well, you're stupid! Because that's where the new modifiers come in. Now you can add entities from the back doors, the rooms, and the mines into the hotel. Also, all of those same modifiers were added to Doors Floor 2, so now you can do those added bonus modifier runs and you get what I'm saying. There are a few exceptions like the haste one. After these modifiers, there are 3 more major modifiers that were added to the game. The first of which being the admin game pass. This is a modifier that gives you access to an admin control panel. I can't afford this Game Pass, so I can't test it because nobody will subscribe, but you get the idea. Chat control is another modifier that was added in the new update. If you're live streaming, it lets your chat control the game in weird ways. I also can't test this one out because I have no subscribers. Subscribe, and maybe I'll live stream, and then you can test it on me. We'll see. Finally, they added a custom seed modifier, which lets you play an exact game instead of everything being random. On the top left of your screen, at least on desktop, it tells you what your seed number is, so you can go back and replay that same game, or someone else can plug in that number and replay your game. Very cool. This update also changed almost every boss in the game. Door 50 in the hotel is now huge. I want to say they changed this so it's easier to walk around figure, so you don't get cornered as much, but I low-key think they might have just done it because it looks dope as hell. The heartbeat minigame is also back, which is super exciting. In the mines, there's a new halt room where you have to pick the correct path out of 3 walkways. Then you have to do that 3 times. It's really hard without a light, so collect glow sticks in anticipation of this room. The grumble sequence has also been changed. There are more pathways accessible with and without shears, making door 150 a little bit easier to traverse. You can now see beacons through walls, and you don't need to go back to the home beacon every time you type in a code. On top of that, grumbles teleport through the floor when you crucify them instead of just stopping in place, making sure you don't get cornered as often in the nest. Honestly, I think these changes were a little bit much. I liked it hard. You guys suck at the game. Get on my level. LMAO. Finally, the second seek chase on floor 2 has changed as well. There's a new cutscene, and the chase can happen before you do the figure fuse room. On top of that, Dam Seek doesn't spawn right after this chase. There's also these gates that you have to bust open with your big, strong muscles before you can move forward, which is really fun and interactive. Personally, I really like a lot of these changes. I do think that the game might be a little bit too easy, but that's what the modifiers are for, so honestly, I'm not complaining. Some more miscellaneous stuff. The lobby UI looks a lot better. A lot of rooms changed a little bit, like the cellars, and bookshelves look a lot cooler. Also, now guiding light is like a big blue fart cloud instead of sparkles like he was before. He's very smelly, but also very cool and helpful. To wrap up this video, I want to talk about some absolutely fake news. First of all, Figure does not beat up generators. He doesn't even spawn in these rooms. People are using admin commands to place Figure in this room, and then he's just bugging out with all the weird shit in the room. Fake news! Also, Figure does not eat gloom bats. I don't think he can spawn in a room with gloom bats in it. That doesn't make any sense. This is also, again, the admin control panel at work. Furthermore, this halt room is not new. It was added in the Hotel Plus update. This is not the content update. I'm sure there's a lot more misinformation on YouTube, and honestly, I'm probably spewing half of it. So, comment down below. Tell me what you think. And yeah, I think that's it. This video was pretty bad. Honestly, it did not take me that long to make this video. If you guys want to see some actually good videos of me playing doors, check out my other stuff. I promise I'm funny. Then subscribe. Adios.